All right, back for round three. I thought maybe I would try to give you some bluesy ideas. Bluesy ideas will work on kind of medium tempo songs a lot, that even you can play traditional standard types of licks, and then you can go off for a verse or a chorus or a break and kind of go to some of the bluesy notes from the pentatonic scale or the B flat scale. I don't know all my theory stuff, but you can check out John Bolden's Lick of the Week series to learn more about how all the blues notes work and get some theory in. We can all do with some more theory, I think. But here are some ideas for how to make it sound a little more bluesy. And you can do that on the 9-pound hammer video. I think I said that. Here, try some bluesy licks, or try a bluesy solo on it. One of the main things to remember is that when you're doing bluesy stuff, instead of 2nd fret, you're going a lot of things on the 3rd fret. And then you'll see a lot of kind of things where you're doing doing some chokes, either on the 3rd string or the 4th string. And then when you play the 2nd string, you want to fret it at the 1st fret. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's try this one. Oh, my brother, hear this warning. So you're gonna get that kind of feel to it. So you can put it together with the idea we were doing in the last video. You can do that same lick pretty much on the move everything up to the 3rd fret. Well, at least the hammer on the 4th string stuff you can move up to the 3rd fret. That's the one that I like, that part of it there. Okay, so you are basically holding the 3rd fret with both the 3rd and the 4th string. And you're going. So you're going 3rd string, 4th string, and then walking down one on the 3rd string, and now you're holding the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, still holding the 4th string at the 3rd fret, and then once again open 3rd, because that's your G note and we're in G, so that's where we're going to end up. When in doubt, just make sure you land on the open 3rd. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. And don't forget to make it sound more bluesy. A lot of times you can, or to give more power, you can end up on the 3rd string and the 1st string open as a pinch. All right, and then that last part I just did, that is instead of doing your 3-2 hammer-ons on the 3rd string, you can slide up to the 4th string and do a 3-2 hammer-on pull-off kind of idea. Okay, so and then open 4th and then end on the open 3rd. Kind of reminds me of Bill Monroe mandolin lick there that you hear a lot. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. So lots of things there you can mess around with on the 3rd and 4th strings, playing them at the 3rd fret, doing some chokes. And then the next thing you can do is try to think of other songs you already know that has bluesy kind of licks in it, like Clinch Mountain Backstep is one. Maybe probably the first one that you try to learn, that you may not realize that at the time, but you play stuff differently. You're holding down that 2nd string at the 1st fret. So let's see, how does that go? How about that lick? I wonder if you can use that as a fill-in lick. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. So you got to figure out when to start it. I think that one that would take the whole measure. So let me try starting it on the last, or on the 1st beat of the measure. Oh, my brother, heed this. Hey, that'll work. So you want to, that's kind of the idea on how to improvise, and start thinking about other things you already know and figuring out where you can grab that. Hey, I like that lick, let's put it over here and see if it fits. The only issue with those little bitty short fill-in licks is knowing when to start them That way you can end at the right time. You always end with the, at least down the neck, you'll almost every time end with the third string open. All right, so some more bluesy ideas. You know, Six White Horses lick sounds bluesy. And then there's all kinds of bluesy variations of that. Okay, and that one was just choking on the third string at the 5th fret. And then hitting the first string 2 times. And then a slide back down. Yeah, make sure you slide and choke up far enough. I didn't do it that time. So then that kind of takes practice, and you'll hear it and you'll kind of feel it. You can tell when you get to the right spot when you're choking it. So you can mess around with those ideas, Six White Horses variation licks from the F position, and then any of those notes there are kind of bluesy. You can mess around with. So the 3rd and 5th frets there, you can kind of play around with that position and see what you can come up with. Another one I really like that's really easy. So I'm gonna go way up here to the 12th fret for my first string and the 11th fret on my second string. That's a really bluesy idea, and you just kind of hit it and it works real well if you can figure out how to put it in. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, my brother, he this warning. Don't let. So you can just give a little bitty choke, or you can kind of bounce them back and forth with the 5th string if you want. But that position right there that you can play around with, trying to give some feeling to your song, make it sound bluesy, that works. And let me see if I can think of any more. I think that kind of gives you enough ideas for right now, which means I've ran out of licks that I can think of. I'm sure there are some more without going into really long licks. I'm trying to stay away from licks that are over a measure for right now. So I want to just focus on those little bitty feels that you can start to improvise with and start to learn. So out of all these licks that I've done, hopefully you'll catch on to 2 or 3 of them that you'll really like. You can work on those for a little bit. And like I said, I've got that one track of 9-pound hammer. I'm planning on adding probably 2 more. Just want to make sure that you've got enough ideas there that you've got a song where there's an entire measure of D in it. We haven't done that yet because 9-pound hammer only has a half a measure of D. We can talk about some D licks. So maybe I'll put Gonna Settle Down because it's got a nice full D measure in it that you can put in all your D licks. So that'll be coming up. Hey, one more. I just thought of one more. It's not really a bluesy lick, but it does mix together probably things from the first 2 videos. And that is the backwards idea. The 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string with the pull off. One of them is you can do the double pull off. And you're doing a pull off 3-2. And 3, you know, 3 is one of your 3rd frets there is one of your bluesy notes anyway. But you can do a 3-2 pull off on the 1st string. And then the 2nd string open. And now your 3rd string pull off. You hear that one a lot. So that one's another one where that you have a little pause before you start. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. Okay, so once again, that's 3rd string pull off 3-2, and then 2nd string open, and then same stuff we keep doing over and over. 3rd string pull off 3-2, 1st string open, 3rd string open. Okay, you can start that with the 5th string open. You could start it with the 5th fret on the 1st string, but I don't have enough dexterity to hit that and then get back here to the pull off very well if it's a faster song. So I do the 5th string open. And you can add that tag lick in all the time to get every time to get back to the rolling idea. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. Don't let old Satan hold your hand. Okay, and then you can extend that, and this is one you hear a lot as well. And that hammer-on pull-off thing that is mysterious for a lot of folks, because it's like, how do I fit that timing in there? That's not really something you can read and tab. You kind of have to feel it. It's either hammer-on, pull-off, that kind of thing, but you're basically extending it out. So now, if you put all that together, it's leading into the next measure. So you have to be careful when you put that one in, because if the singer's got pickup notes, then you're going to be finishing that lick when they're coming back in on their pickup note singing. So that works well in some songs, and some songs it doesn't. You'd be better off leaving that for the where you're doing all that tag lick stuff before people start coming in. But let me break that one down real quick. It's the same stuff we did on the double pull-off lick. So it's 5th string and then pull off 3 to 2 on the 1st string, 2nd string open, and then 3rd string open with the thumb, and then you start the hammer on. See, that's going to be hard for me to do on Old Crossroads, because I'm going to be starting to sing again as I'm finishing that lick. Take a listen. Oh, my brother, heed this warning. Don't let old Satan hold your hand. So it works pretty well, but you need to be careful on licks, getting crazy with the licks and getting in the way. You're there to complement the singer, there to complement the band and what's going on. So you need to try to be tasteful. So hopefully you can pick up a few of these licks. I wouldn't suggest trying to learn them all. That's just some of the ones that I use in my playing. And it takes a while to learn them, figure out where you can put them, and then actually working them up so you can put them in when you want. And it kind of becomes tools that go in your toolbox. You can pull out one when you need it. So hopefully this is helping put together the roadmap here on how to start improvising on your own. So be back soon, and we'll do, I don't know, C licks or D licks might come next. Thanks.